Hey, how you doing today? I'm out here scouting again up north in Maine. I was kind of hoping that the weeds would be coming down a little bit, but they're still pretty high. So it's going to be a little hard scouting today. But running out of time. I got moose hunting in a couple of weeks, so this will probably be the last time I can get up here before deer season. Deer season starts in November up here in Maine, but October is bird season, and I may do some archery hunting with my crossbow. Brought my trail cameras back up, had them all cleaned up, and I'm gonna probably set some out here. It's the first time I've ever used them as video cameras. I'm gonna use them on the video setting instead of the picture setting for once. At least two of them. I have three. I may set one as just pictures, but we'll see. Well, I'm gonna take a ride down the road further here, and this area here that I'm checking out, the grass, Swiss grass, and the goldenrod and stuff's just too tall. I can't walk through that very well with crutches, so I'm gonna have to just hold off on that and come here later in the fall when the stuff dies and gets matted down a little bit and check that out then. How you doing? Picking some of these pods today. If you tear one open, kind of seeds and stuff in there. Usually when that dries up, this stuff right here will be really good for wind detection. It's nice and light. This is still kind of wet right now, but they will dry up later in the season once these pods turn brown. That's how this seed dispersal works. It blows into the wind. So this is pretty handy to have. It's a cheap form of wind detection instead of having to buy something. It's natural, and the animals, are used to seeing it anyway. A lot more. Here's some pods right here on these trees. And I don't know if the deer, the moose, or something eat these leaves, because I see a lot of them back there. All the leaves are completely removed and some of the pods are still on it. So, could be something. I'm just going to grab a couple of these and take them home, let them dry out, and then pull out that stuff for wind detection. Good natural way to detect the wind without having to buy anything at the store. The old adage, take what you need and leave the rest. It's going to take a few. It should be fine. It's inside that one. That one's kind of leaking. that there. We should be done. Got another spot here I want to check out today. This is an area where I've had probably the biggest buck pictures I've ever had on trail camera so far. That was a few years ago, but I'm going to give it another try today. I'm going to set my trail cameras up as video mode this time instead of photograph. I've never used them as video mode before, so I'm going to give that a shot. Kind of curious what's out here. Last time I come out here, first day of deer season last year, and there was a bunch of coyotes all around me, so I didn't stay very long after that. They were howling and yipping all through this place, so assuming they were chasing the deer right out of it. So hopefully they're gone now, and I'm going to try and see what I can do for a setup out there, and hopefully see if Mr. Big is still out there somewhere. I'm going to try and trek off through this stuff. Very hard with crutches. Try and get as close to that wood line as I can as soon as I can, and then go down over in there somewhere. This is a tree right here. I set my camera up on, probably about 3 or 4 feet high, looking down that way. Goes through there, comes up, walks right by here, goes up to there where the truck is. Another area, about 50 feet in there, there's another trail I'm going to check out after. May put up another camera. Yeah, this is a pretty nice little spot. Here's camera number 1 set up right here. And that trail. Hopefully we'll catch something. We shall see. Here's a rock there. So we'll head back. Hey, just about done putting that trail camera up out there. The Browning one. And as you see, I went to turn it on and
nothing happened. Took the batteries out, put them back in, turned it on again, nothing happened. The only thing I can think of is last night I was adjusting all those trail cameras to video instead of picture mode, and I may have just accidentally left the power on that one, I don't know. But it was dead. Wasn't even coming on. So I had to put my Moultrie out there instead. And that means I'll have one less camera to put out today. So I didn't bring any extra batteries because the batteries were fine when I was adjusting them all yesterday. So that's luck. Sometimes as you go, you gotta improvise and rearrange and adjust. So I'm gonna take a good ride now, probably 10 miles away from where I am right now, and look at a few spots out there. And I may put up another camera, my newest camera I haven't put out yet, Wild Game Innovations camera. Get the batteries for the Browning and put that out there somewhere, maybe probably during deer season, or maybe a bird season will come up here. We shall see, but stay tuned and we'll see what happens next. Spot up here. No camera never does it justice, but stuff has grown up. Here's an area I need to check out. I had a camera on the side of the road here. Show you over here. From there, I gotta take a walk up in there. Back there, about 100 yards, is a swamp. May hold some possibilities for some good deer. Trail right in there. Trail right there, heading across the road here. So I'm gonna get the GoPro out and take a walk in there and on the other side here and see if I can put a camera up out there. few rocks here, so hopefully it's an animal, not a person. Weave my way through this thick stuff, and I'll turn the camera back on once I'm back into the opening up there on this side. Well, I just made it through that mess. Only about 20 yards long, but it's a big tangled mess. It's a decent tree right there. It'd be a great one for a tree stand. Overwatch this trail right here. Maybe a little bit close to the trail, but I got some more possibilities down further, so let's take a walk down that way and see what else we got. See, all this low growth has all been nibbled on. All the tips of almost everything around me is broken. Still like that tree. Bed in there area here. The trail meanders through here, breaks off over that way as well. There's another one that goes in through here. Thought about putting a ground blind in there, but it's grown up so much since the last time I've been out here. I don't know. This trail goes up in the woods this way towards the swamp. So I'm gonna head in there just a little bit further. Last time I had a camera, I had one inside here, just another 50 feet or so. So that may be the same trail I put on again. But pretty promising spot. There was a bunch of beds inside up in front of me here, about 30 feet. It's more over to the left. So real thick still right now. Once the leaves are gone, it opens up quite a bit. We will see. Go a little bit further and if we find a spot I can put that camera. You can see that's a pretty well worn trail. Keeps coming downhill this way. Goes this way and breaks into two. One to the left and one to the right. Right there. So I found a tree. Right over there. I'll just have to trim up a little bit. Clean that out. And I put my camera right there. Watch this merging intersection right here that funnels into that main trail and heads out that way towards the road. So, we'll see how that goes. There I go, I got my camera on the birch tree right there. And down that range right through there. Swamp's down there another 50 yards. That's where the trails seem to be going. I'm assuming that's where they're bedding down that way and come back through that way to go feed. So we'll see who's living out here. And if I need to do some more work to hunt out here or to just see what's going on. Anyway, the cameras are full. Well, there's a long walk out of that mess right there. Good promising spot, but it's so thick in there. So it opens up. It's gonna be hard to find a place to stand or a ground blind. We will see. Once all the leaves are gone, it really opens up quite a bit in there. If I can make a trail inside the tree line, go into a specific tree or something, that might work. Here is the trail heading back to the road. Goes across and goes over there. I think I go out there and feed. See them in there in the springtime eating too. There's a track in there, holy, pretty thick. But you can see it's a really good
good spot, some good main trails in there heading into the swamp, and it separates into two, and it also goes to a four-way halfway through there into that opening. So you just find a good spot to put up a stand or a ground blind. Hopefully we'll check into that. There's too many leaves right now. Got that camera out there now, so hopefully I'll leave that out there for at least a month, maybe more. It's middle of September right now, maybe the end of October, or first deer season. Go and pull that the day before. We usually come up here the day before and see what's on it. Hopefully something worth coming out here to hunt. If not, I've got a couple other places there that we saw, so let's see what we see, I guess.